my name's Joyce Gibb. Thanks so much for being with me today. I've had more recently some emails from some of the listeners that have a lot of digestive issues, and that seems like the main topic here that people want to know about. So I'm going to go over 3 of those right now. The first one is from Cole and said, "Hello, I've been experiencing issues with my stomach, but they always are accompanied with anxiety and depressive symptoms, which go on for months at a time. I've had a serious accident when I was 4 years old where a large trailer drove over my stomach. I visited countless doctors and they only believe antidepressants are the solution, where I believe there is some correction or connection to my gut. What do you think? What would you recommend for repairing the gut?" So first of all, I take a more of a medical history as, what first of all are the symptoms? Is it pain? Is it rumbling stomach? Is it bloated and gassiness? How often does the person eliminate? A full bowel movement should be at least 12 inches a day, solid and formed. And then I look at what are, the answers to those questions. And then I say, okay, to heal the gut, some common things that I just absolutely love. One's called GI Shield. It has zinc, aloe, vitamin A, and glutamine, and that actually does heal the lining of the esophagus all the way out to the rectum. So that's one thing. Making sure somebody's digesting their food well. Digestive enzymes are necessary to help do that, and sometimes we use Superzymes, which has betaine hydrochloric acid to help break the food down, especially with being bloated or gassy. The other thing just to remember, and we've talked about this before, 70 to 90% of the serotonin is made in the gut. So when you have anxiety and depression, that also is a good reason to use serotonin, but it also is made in the gut. So if you repair the gut, then potentially anxiety and depression will resolve too. And I really feel like this person does need a consult to talk with me. We can do a stool test to look for inflammatory markers, see if there's dysbiosis in the gut, etc. So that's the first one. The second one is from Ruth. And Ruth says, "I listen to your show all the time. I was wondering what supplements I could get my son on if that could help him with an anger problem. I know Joe talks all the time about health. He does have something else going on where he belches really loud, and this came on in the past couple years. I know he needs a healthy gut supplement. She thinks it needs a cleanse. If you could direct me to what I need to purchase for that. For his anger is 24 hours a day, and he is on no medications. Thank you for all you do, and God bless." So the first thing I would say is kind of healing the gut, just like we did with the last person. Belching and bloating is undigested food that's fermenting in the stomach, and that is what comes up, the gas and the air. So he needs some digestive enzymes, chewing his food well, making sure that he may have a sensitivity or allergy to wheat or dairy. And of course, those are the 2 most inflammatory foods that can actually help cause inflammation that can cause belching and bloating. The other thing is, I think, counseling is recommended for talking to a Christian counselor, etc., for the anger issues, and maybe there's something deeper. Something deeper can actually cause GI distress. And then the other thing is we should be detoxing, with detoxification every minute of every day. I frequently now use a lot of Cellcore Biosciences products to help with detoxification because they can be taken daily, which we're exposed to pesticides, herbicides in our food. And as you probably already remember that I spoke about before, with something to be considered an organic crop, it only has to not be sprayed for 3 years with pesticides and herbicides. But those pesticides and herbicides stay in the soil for 21 years. So, even though it's supposed to be organic, it's still there. So I would recommend some products from Cellcore. I use like a biotoxin binder, HMET, heavy metals, environmental toxins, and some other binders that they have now too that are only prescribed with a practitioner. So I'd love to help this person out, and so they can give me a call. The last one is from Chad, and says, "My daughter has had trouble with regular bowel movements significant pain and cramping, and then she can't go to the bathroom. I am wanting some assistance in getting her the right supplements and diet recommendations for gut health. She is 19 and otherwise a young, healthy adult. She exercises regularly. She drinks lots of water. I would say her diet consists of lean proteins and fruits and vegetables. She does like a snack on nuts, crackers, and has an occasional sweet tooth. Any help and advice would be much appreciated. Thank you. And this was from Arkansas. So the first thing I would say is, nobody should have to strain when they have a bowel movement. It sounds as if she's already eating a lot of the fruits and vegetables with the high fiber foods that should make her have a bowel movement along with drinking water. Some people have retained stool. So typically what I recommend is a vitamin C flush. We have vitamin C powder. I can explain how to do that. To completely empty the colon and then add some things back in. Food-wise, and then maybe just do a routine amount of vitamin C powder every day to have a soft form bowel movement so you don't have loose stools or you don't have constipation and straining. GI Shield is another thing that I use for healing that lining. Some magnesium would be helpful potentially because it pulls water into the stool. Now, the nice thing about vitamin C, it actually pulls water and promotes motility, so it helps the stool go down the GI tract. There potentially, when you have constipation, there's a potential there for parasites, and you can call me. I use Cellcore Biosciences products to help with that. So there's a lot of people that have digestive issues. Just give me a call. I can get you on the right track, and just fixing your gut can actually change your life. Thanks a lot and have a great day. Thanks for listening. If you want to make sure you're getting the latest health information, click the subscribe button below and ring the bell. That way you can make sure you're not going to miss out on any of the latest information.